Baby, sis was high as a kite on this call. Let's talk about it. But before we do, please hit the like button or subscribe if you haven't. All right, let's get into what we came here for. The mess. So the call opens up with Sonia smiling and not really being able to shake that dope knot off from those perks right away. Nesto asked her how she was doing, and sis was still feeling the pull. She was stuck, child. Nesto then asked her if she could hear him, and she finally snapped out of it and said, "Oh, I can hear you fine." Child, she was enjoying the ride. Now somebody in the background started laughing, and Sonia asked Nesto if they had girls in there. And Nesto looked back and said, "No, it's just some young dude in here laughing." I said, "Buddy better hit puberty real quick, 'cause child, that ain't a place to be sounding like a girl." So Sonia asked Nesto, how did he like his new blue blockers that she got for him? He said, "Oh, it's much better, wide, and I can see." Y'all know their usual mundane conversation. They got into Sonia's new puppies, and she talked about how she doesn't really like to do anything else outside of slicking those edges, child. Now they try to get into some politics and how Russia is sitting on the line ready to peel our wigs back. But y'all know that's as deep as those two are going to get with it. Sonia then started telling Nesto how she was going to fly to Detroit, then driving to Canada, then going to the DR for 2 weeks and spending a little time in Cleveland. I said, "Baby, sis got clientele everywhere." So on my last video, I talked about how Sonia has been talking about this RV life and how in 2 years, nothing has come to fruition. Well, on this visit, sis let me know that she's made a selection and she will have it by her birthday. Now, if any of you know Lil Mama's birthday, y'all drop it in the comments so we can be on the lookout for that. Nesto then asked her, did she like the one that she picked out? And child, just like a liar, she was caught up in her lie. She didn't quite hear him at first, so Nesto had to repeat the question. And she started shaking her head up and down. Yeah, and looking all in the sky. She was like, "It's about 207. Then she added 24 feet. I said, "Sonia, what is 207? Baby, the lies, the lies, the lies. Honey, Nesto was just holding that phone like, "Girl, get it together." And I guess she knew he wasn't buying it, so she said she would just bring him the book next week. Now, child, Nesto asked Sonia what made her get the dogs anyway, and Sonia said that she needed the dogs for the RV road trips. Now, somebody, anybody, make that make sense. Now, Nesto tried to add to her logic. He said, "Well, maybe you should have gotten an older dog, one that is already trained." And it was at that moment that I understood why Nesto selects these women. Nesto then asked her what else was going on in her life. And in the midst of her telling him she pretty much had a boring life, Sis started nodding out again. I said, "Nurse Collins, please get this lady some Narcan, stat." Because, child, it was bad. So Sonia told Nesto that the same person is starting to blast all the text messages, and Nesto asked, was anybody reading them? And Sonia said, yeah, she was reading them out loud, but I didn't see it. This is just what I was told. Child, another lie. And Nesto really didn't have much to say about the text messages being leaked, but, well, I didn't say anything wrong. Sonia started getting into the differences between Caucasian strip clubs versus urban strip clubs and how she doesn't go to the strip club to see the bottom parts of the men because they're all the same and blah, blah, blah. And Nesto said, "Oh, okay. I've never heard it told like that." Me neither, Nesto. She then tried to add to it and talk about a cousin in Dallas strip club, and Sis started nodding again. Child, she couldn't even finish the story. It had her tight. I said, Sonia, come back." Child, she needs rehab real bad. Nesto just was sitting there looking at her. They started talking about some information that Sonia may have to help Nesto with his case, and we already know it's nothing. She can't produce nothing, ain't said nothing, and ain't about nothing. And child, this call was just that, nothing. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe.